So, hello everybody, here we are back with the third installment of Alone on Halloween. We are now entering the first floor and we are at 281, so our time increment is 21 at this stage. So we'll see how far we get. This is a bathroom or water closet, and there is nothing of interest here. Do not mark off a space on the timetable. This is a free one. Return to the map. That's brilliant. It's interesting that by going up the stairs, I ended up here. Okay. Next up is room 314. A room that was once a bedroom. A man's from the look of the furniture and decor. Like the others, this room seems to have been long unused. You may attempt any one of the following: an idea roll, a luck roll, or a spot hidden roll. Okay, we'll go with idea because that's our highest score. And we also get 1 journalism point. And we roll a 98, of course, so we fail. So that's the usual. I mean, my rolling is really terrible. So since we didn't get anything done, what happens? Nothing. We see nothing. We have no ideas. We are just basically the Jon Snows of this operation. Let's see. So we have done 314. Next up is the corridor, 420. Roll 1d10. We roll a 6. Even, go to 392. And 392 tells us what exactly? 392 tells us yeah, this is a problem. I can't find 392. 304. 384. Here we are, 392. And 392 tells us, as you wander by this section of the hallway, you feel yourself pushed by some unseen force. Okay, that doesn't bode well. I mean, we get 2 journalism points. That's good. But everything else is pretty much going to be terrible. The wind is knocked out of you as you slam against the already broken railing around the balcony. With a loud crack, the worm-eaten wood splinters and gives way to your weight. Succeed in a jump roll. Oh joy. We don't have jump, I believe. Or do we? Oh, yes, we do. 30. Oh, we pass with a 10. That's good. Go to 398. 398 tells us to... You somehow manage to find a hand grip as you teeter precariously on the edge of the balcony, the splintered portion of the railing crashing loudly to the dusty floor below. Slowly you ease yourself away from the edge of the ledge and continue on your way, shaken and harried. Return to the map. Okay, we get 3 journalism points for this. Let's see where we're going next. I would suggest we go to 287. It's the next room up. You find yourself in what appears to have been a nursery. Within the room rest 3 antique cribs, as well as a large assortment of very old toys. You may attempt any of the following: history, POW times 3, or listen. Okay, we don't have history. Our listen and our POW would be 13 times 3 is 39, and our listen is 33. So we'll go with POW times 3, and we roll 25, so that's a pass. Time increment 18. One journalism point, and we go to 267. And 267 tells us the following. As you poke through the various items in this room, well, we're not really poking through anything. Oh yeah, we're doing the power roll. Roll a d6. We roll a 2. On a 1 to 2, go to 328. Three, 2, 8. To your shock, one of the antique toy tops, paint peeled and cracked, begins to spin on its own. Sand roll required. Fail and subtract 1d4. So let's do a sand roll over here. Our sanity is still 65, and I roll 100, so that's a deadly failure. And I subtract 2 sand points, but we actually won't. We just get rid of 20 journalism points. And that's about it. So we're now at time code 17, and we get 2 journalism points for this particular incident, and we go back to the map. Okay, 382. A bedroom. The chamber's furnished normally for a bedroom, and all seems to be in order. 382. Roll a d10. On a 3 and 1 journalism point. On a 3, go to 358. And 358 tells us All is quiet and calm. If you're investigating the house, continue on to the next room of your choice. And if you're investigating the yard, go to 587 to continue your search of the grounds. Okay, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna give myself a time increment for this because that would be ridiculous. 279. As you walk into the den, you notice that there is a roaring fire burning in the large fireplace. The yellowish flames throw odd shadows over the many stuffed and mounted animal heads that adorn this room. The taxidermied heads of lions, tigers, and various types of deer and buffalo, as well as large birds of prey, sharks and swordfish, etc., are hung on the walls, glass eyes glaring down at you as you look about the room. These trophies are withered and rotten with age. Clinging threads of dust stretch between ears and antlers and horns. First of all, we get 2 investigation points, and then we roll a d6. And we roll a 5, and on a 5 we go to 337. A panther head on the wall suddenly growls, and a spectral panther leaps to the floor, its eyes blank and staring. The shadowy animal growls weirdly, sounding otherworldly and hollow, and you break into a clammy sweat. Slowly you back away from the phantasmal beast, but before you know it, the shadow is upon you. Make a con times 5 check. Our con is 14, so that's 50, 70. And we roll a 13. That's actually quite good. Succeed and the beast instantly vanishes. Now make a sand roll and lose 0 to 1d4 points. Oh, we roll... Okay. I'd lose 0/1d4. Why would I lose either 0 or 1d4? I'm going to lose 0 because I don't understand this because we passed really well. Okay, so 278. Go directly to... you get 8 points. 2. We get 8 journalism points. And that's it. That's all that happens in this particular room. So, we're going to go to 275 next. This chamber, a study, is cluttered with sheet-covered once comfortable chairs, as well as warped and cracked desks and cases of books. You may attempt either a listen roll or a spot hidden roll. Our spot hidden is slightly better than our listen. And we pass. Woohoo! 1 journalism point. 372. Let's see. 372. You do not see anything unusual. Return to the map. Okay. Well, I'm not going to deduct a time increment for this because otherwise this is going to be really ridiculous. Okay, we can go outside and we can go to 408. The doors are locked. To gain entry, you must successfully make a mechanical repair roll or successfully match your strength against the door's strength of 2d6 plus 6. Oh, I rolled a 1 and a 2, so that's 3, that's 9. So its strength is 9 and my strength is 15. So let's see. 9 over 15. We have to roll under 80. Okay. And we are successful. We roll a 0-4. We totally crit this thing. So 408 time increment 14. And we get 1 journalism point. And we go to 4115. The door reluctantly squeaks open to reveal a musty storage room. Boxes and crates are stacked to the web-laced ceiling, and assorted debris spills out onto the floor from overstuffed and broken crates. It seems that a majority of the items in this room are in foreign languages. You may attempt any of the following, marking off a spot on the timetable for each separate roll, successful or not. 1 journalism point. Okay, we don't read any of these languages. We don't read Arabic, Chinese, French, German, or Russian. We only speak English, Latin, and Greek. Well, that's unfortunate. So let's return to the map. 378. This room is a woman's bedroom. Everything is very old, as is the rest of the house. Although, unlike most of the other rooms, everything in here is draped with yellow sheets. You may attempt either a spot hidden or a listen roll, if successful. So let's do a spot hidden. And we fail. So we get 1 journalism point, but we find nothing. And we go to 253. I wonder why we have to go somewhere if we don't find anything. This doesn't bode well. Let's see. You are taken by surprise and are unable to move quickly enough to avoid the crushing blow of the heavy bookcase, which sends you painfully toppling to the floor beneath the awesome weight. You sustain 1d10 points of damage. Ouch. 3. Okay. So I'm down to 12 hit points. Return to the map. We are in 378. We could go to 266. Here we are. As you approach this room, you clearly make out the sounds of a piano being played on the other side of the door. You may pass this room by for another on the map without opening the door to investigate. Or you may look into this chamber and find the source of the beautifully melodic music. Okay, we're investigators. We want to find out stuff. 326. It'll probably be the end, but we'll see. 326. Slowly, cautiously, you crack open the door and peer in. Roll 1d6. We roll a 6. Go to 342. Oh my. The room is filled with magnificent old musical instruments, harps, violins, etc., all centered around a beautifully old grand piano. The marvelous piano is decorated with elegant gold leaf and scroll work, and yellowed sheet music stands at the ready, waiting for the musician to transform the blurred black spots into masterful heavenly music. You step into the chamber and start to move towards the piano when before your eyes a figure of a man in a ruffled shirt, silk coat with tails and white wig appears seated at the piano. Roll 1d6. M2. First of all, we get 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We roll a 2, which means go to 3, 6, 9. 'The ghostly pianist signals smoothly to you as it sees you standing there, and then with a fluid gesture begins to play the piano as the ornate candelabrum atop the piano spontaneously alights, casting a weird glow on the chamber. Sand roll time. The loss is 0 and 1d6. I lose 1 point of damage, and I'm going to sacrifice 10 journalism points to counteract this loss, and I'm also gaining 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can also do a no roll if we like. So we're going to do this. And we're successful at critical 0, 5. And since we are successful, we go to 3, 4, 2. The room is filled with... what? 365, sorry. 365. You recognize the piece that the spirit musician is playing as one of the very obscure works of Mozart. Return to the map. Well, that was successful. 369. So we go back to the map. We can go on to 308. Or 266. Let's do 266. As you approach this room, you clearly make out the sounds of piano playing again. I thought it was at 378. That was when the piano playing happened, didn't it? Okay, so we were 266, so okay, I forgot to write this down. Number 12. You really have to be on the ball with this game. 308 it is then. 308. As you enter this chamber, you are overcome with the unnerving feeling of death. Cold, skeletal fingers seem to clutch at the back of your neck. There, before you, is the once lavish master bedroom. Okay, 308 is the master bedroom. And we are going to take down 1 time increment, bringing us down to 11. A seemingly giant bed rests wearily against a wall, surrounded by dressers, dressing tables, faded and moth-eaten chairs, and a tremendous fireplace. You are in total awe of the sheer cold elegance and stillness of the room. Yet a shiver slithers down your spine for some unseen reason. Above the fireplace hang 2 paintings, one of the woman and one of a man. As you begin to cross the room, a soft tinkle of cut crystal breaks the silence as the ornate and dust-shrouded crystal chandelier gently begins to sway. You may attempt any of the following: idea roll, listen roll, or POW times 3, or spot hidden. We're going to go with idea, and we fail. Fail and return to the map. Okay. Yeah, I rolled terribly. So that was the master bedroom. So now we still have 286 to go. The doors swing easily open and reveal a studio, complete with many paint-smeared canvases, easels, assorted brushes, paints, etc. You can tell that this room is frequently used, unlike most of the rest of the house, and in fact one of the paintings is still wet with fresh paint. The assorted works of art stacked messily around the floor and against the walls all depict various dark and gruesome scenes. Oh, Robert Upton Pickman. Executions, strange people and horrible monsters, alien landscapes and unspeakable things and acts. The collection is so weird and depressingly horrible that a SAN roll is required to the loss of 1d4. Okay, I lose 2 points of sanity, and I'm just gonna sacrifice 20 journalism points to counteract this. You may either attempt listen or spot hidden. Spot hidden is 45, so we're going to attempt this. And we spot hidden. 372. You do not see anything unusual. Great. Well, I mean, we did see lots of unusual things because it was simply a gruesome studio, but then we also have the room 373 that we can go to. Because we were in 286, 373. That's kind of like a side room to the studio, probably where they keep the models. Maybe. 373. Time code 9. The door is locked. 3d6 is the strength modifier. Let's see what we get. Oh my word, it's 13 strength against 15. We can try. 60. And we are successful again. Wow. This is brilliant. 373. We are successful. We go to 383. The door swings smoothly open to reveal a room filled with blank canvases, tubes of paint, brushes, and other art supplies. You may attempt either an idea roll, which lets, yes, and we pass. 333. There is nothing unusual. Brill. Well, nobody can say that we haven't been thorough. We've now completed the search of the second floor. So now we have 8 time increments left to go to the third floor, which we will do. And we will start with 426. And this is if you hear the paper shuffling. The problem is, of course, that I only have a PDF version of this thing, so 426. So obviously I have to manually find all the stuff, which is sometimes a bit difficult because obviously I've got plenty of paper lying around. And I think I'll have to stop the recording and find this first, because otherwise you will be hearing me shuffling for the next 10 minutes or so. So I'll be right back in the next installment.